Hey Angels, TouchedByTyHairCo here. So I just wanted to come in and do the intro to this video because I didn't do it when I was recording the content. Here's to our introduction. We had our little intro orientation via a Zoom call the other day for Paul Mitchell. So I just wanted to make sure that I started the vlogging process off right. As y'all know, I start school next Tuesday. So here's what we talked about in case y'all want to know.
You know, speaking it on the floor or in the classroom, please let me know. Communication is the key to all relationships. It's successful in all relationships. So what you need, please communicate. Even with your learning leaders. Say hypothetically you come in and it's a color week and you want to learn something other than balayage or you want to learn something other than the foliage. Please communicate them so you can. Are you still with us? Oh, okay. Yo, let's switch. Oh, never mind. I see him. I just making sure, bro. I just want to make sure you didn't get kicked out. But yes, what was I saying? I'm sorry.
Even with your learning leaders.
Yes. So communicate, guys. I swear on any part of anything. I don't care if you feel like you aren't grasping it and you might, you know how everybody has that moment of self-doubt and like, oh, let me not ask my question. Ask your question. Ask away. No question is a dumb question. I don't care if you have to ask 50 million times and you have to ask 50 different people to get the answer that you need so you can have the better understanding. Communicate, please. Okay. Other than that, ladies, we can go ahead and get started because y'all done got acquainted. We done really broke the ice. We've been communicating. So I'm ready to get y'all ready so I don't have to tie up your day. So I'm going to go
How many people are in this class, Miss Angel?
Oh, Mr. Kid, not you just call me Miss Angel. That made me feel like I had some age above me.
I'm sorry. Angel, how many people are in this class?
So we're looking at 15, 16. It was more, but a couple people had to push their start date back. So about 15, 16.
Oh, that's a big class. Okay.
It is. It's the biggest class we have had in a while. I would say since my actual core class. So I think my class was 17 when we first started. And then
it don't end up that at the end. Yeah.
I was saying people start jumping and then you know. We have my one of my peers when I was in school. She is graduating for you guys, and everything that we go over today, if you don't grasp it or you don't understand or whatever the case may be, you will go over it again on your first day. Okay?
Cool.
That was actually your learning leader walking past the room. I should tell her come in. So this is our mission statement. When people come first, success will follow. This is something that's super big in customer service, the beauty industry, food industry, whatever you decide to do in life. If you put the people first, success will follow. The money is going to come. But you have to understand people. You have to understand customer service. You have to understand how everything works. Because when you put the character, no matter what, even if you ain't eating, you gotta be cute. So we always throw that in it because people think, oh, she's a cosmetologist. You don't really have nothing under your belt. Or you're a hairstylist. You don't have all this, like foundation. The beauty industry is huge. It's $1 trillion and growing industry. They try to sleep on us. So I always want to throw that in there. Bless you.
Thank you.
Because it's important. Beauty is all over. Beauty, it starts from when you're a kid to when you're an adult. Even after you're an adult. Senior citizens. I know my grandmother, still to this day, she is 82. She'll be 83. She goes gets her hair done every 2 weeks. Her nails done every 2 weeks. And she don't play. I'm an alumni, of course, and I'm going to made up of how you break it down, the follicle, the core. You're going to learn how to properly hold your shears, whether you're left-handed or right-handed. You're going to learn
core is 12 weeks.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Core is 12 weeks, and it sounds like a long time, but I kid you not, that goes so fast. Yeah. It goes so fast because you're doing something different every day. So it's like you'll be up on your. By the time you get to the floor, Mr. Key, you're gonna be like, oh man, what was that about? Because like literally, you're gonna be so flooded with different information all day. So that's why we kind of stress the importance of being in school and being on time when you're in core because you are like that's when you're fresh. That's like you're a freshman. That's when you're taking everything in. And I will say, again, communication is the key. I don't care if everybody else in the room understands what is going on. If you don't understand it, make sure you communicate with your learning. Because sometimes it takes a couple times, actually get the ball rolling. We kind of get foggy a little bit. It happens to all of us. core is where you're going to spend 12 weeks though. After you go into 12 weeks, you go into adaptive. So you see how it says protege? We skipped protege and we made protege a part of core. So that's why it's so long now. So at first it was about 10 weeks. Core was 10 weeks, and then you had 2 weeks of additional practice or like getting ready to hit the floor. But we figured, why not just make that one instead of prolonging the before you get on the floor? It made more sense to put it all together, have you guys work with each other and build from there and go and take clients than to keep prolonging, because it adds fear, you know? A lot of people are going to be taking their first clients. A lot of people are going to be stepping out of their comfort zone. So we want to make it easier. We don't want to make it to where you're like, oh, I got to go to protege and now I'm going to be taking clients. Like, you're overthinking it. So it's an easier way. So that's why adaptive is step 2 now. So step 2 is adaptive. You're going to start taking clients. That's when you come in the morning. You come in at 9. You get yourself prepared for your client at 9:15 or a later date. And then you will have class in the afternoon. So the difference between creative and adaptive, honestly, is just your schedule. So you'll come in at the same time, 9 a.m., but adaptives will go downstairs and take clients in the morning. Creatives will come upstairs and do class. They'll do theory, they'll do specialty, they'll do the classroom activities and things that need to be done first in the beginning of the day. So as an adaptive, you build your clients, you start taking clients, you build your books, you build your portfolio. I will say, promotion is really big. I will say that, because this is your journey, this is your brand. So if you don't take pictures, you don't do your videos, you don't see your progress, how will you know if you have grown throughout your time here? Because you don't have nothing to go back and reflect and look at. So it's big that you take pictures. I don't care if you're doing a small dusting, you literally, and we call it dusting because that's what you start going through your theory test. So in the afternoon, after you take care of your clients in the morning, when you're adaptive, you'll come upstairs for theory and specialty classes. So you'll start already having the book part of everything, because you'll be hands-on from the beginning. So when you're creative, every Tuesday or every other Tuesday, you will have what we call final phase, which is down and dirty. It's basically all day state board prep. So you will go through step by step with your later with your class, and you will go through everything that is on the state board test, as far as sanitation, how to stand, how it's supposed to look, your bags, placements. One of the biggest things that I found on the state board test is sanitation. So something to keep noted in the back of your mind. Sanitation. Sanitize, sanitize, sanitize. I don't care if you pick up the brush, sanitize before you pick up the comb, just because it's all about sanitary. That is pretty much creative. Once you are creative, you're just getting your hours basically, and you are getting ready for the best step in getting out of here and doing what's best for you in your journey. Student council, the take-home team, the design team, and what else? Those are programs that we offer as far as like clubs. There's many more, but they are on hold right now. Things are changing as far as curriculum and compliance-wise. So we're holding off on all major programs. What I will say is phase 2 is opening up, and it's something to look forward to. Phase 2 goes into effect next week. They already picked their 5 people that are starting. Phase 2 is about 8 seats. It's very limited, but it is the elite program. It is the students who go above and beyond their journey here. You have to be at 1,150 hours, so nothing to worry about now, because you ladies have nothing but time. But it's something to look forward to if you're just trying to get a little bit more momentum academically. So we're going to go ahead and move you into creative. On your first day in there, you get your kit. The only thing that you might have to add to your kit, because you get everything. You get the 2 mannequin heads, you get your shears, you get end papers, you get curling. You already have your marks still, so you don't have to worry about that. You get basically everything. The only thing that you don't get is paper towels. But you do have paper towels, but you have to have the roll of paper towels. So you don't need that.
So it's just little things that we have to add to that.
Yeah,
paper
like
towels, sanitizer, stuff like that.
Yeah, yes ma'am. Ma'am. So just little things. Everything else is given to you and it's already been taken care of.
That's definitely a plus, because at Aveda you build your own state board kit. They don't give it to you, but they build it with you. Okay. So you have to purchase.
They're not giving you too far.
They're not giving you a state board kit, which they charge just as much. You know what I'm saying? But you have to purchase your stuff and bring it in, and they'll build it with you.
Yeah.
Well, here you kind of getting it.
And for that, I feel like it's ridiculous. I feel like for all that, you could have just built it on your own.
We build it on our own. We build it on our own.
But no, I'm saying like the school, like that's messed up.
Yeah,
like,
I had to order a pre-made Texas state board kit from a girl on Etsy. She does really good at building them. I still had to add little onesies and twosies, but they do not give you
Yeah.
a state board kit. You have to get it.
And honestly, what I've learned too is like when you take your state board test, you're gonna know the ones who went to Palm Metro and who didn't. Like you're gonna know. And you can tell in the energy of the room if you're big on energy and you compete, you're gonna peak because you're gonna see people are gonna be lost. Like they're gonna just be like, what are we doing? And you're gonna be like, okay, 90-degree cut. That's exactly from where it lives. Are we doing a 4 at the top? You know, it's different things that you will know. Like the girls who get it. That's how I feel. It's one of those. This here, guys, is the schedule. So here are your hours. You're gonna be full-time.
So I mean, that was my only thing. So no cutoff time. Cause I'm a veteran and I have appointments. I'm gonna try to stick to Mondays. But I want to know that if I'm running maybe 30 minutes late, I can still come into school. I'll just have to make up that time. So we can come in late as long as we let you guys know. And I get my appointment schedule and all that stuff. So I'll be sure to.
Yes, ma'am. And of course, we know that things are going to happen, right? So if you do makeup, hypothetically, you have 160 hours that is given to you and it's already like in your contract that is accumulated for you missing. Does that make sense?
I did read that. It gives you, if you 1,600-hour program, it gives you 160 hours. I think, and if you 1,500, it gives you 150. So, you got to maintain. That would keep you at a 90%. I did see that. I like that. Aveda doesn't do that. So that is good.
See, and that's what I love about Momentum because it's a lot of perks that come with.
Absolutely. That makes a big difference.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Everybody's understanding too. So if you got anything that's going on and you might have to take a leave of absence or you say get sick and you need to take some time off, communicate that with financial services, myself, your lending leader, anybody. We can all pull the strings to have your time like froze. That's why it's important to take your LOAs and things of that nature. So, because the only thing that happens is your date pushes back.
Okay. Well, I ain't trying to push nothing back. We're going to stay on time.
I know that's right. So whether delays in closing. So we follow the government basically. I'm gonna be honest with you ladies. Fox 5 is
on the first day.
Yourself, of course. No, I'm just playing. Nah, seriously though. Not that I know of. Honestly, you can bring what you like. Now, if you're a note taker, like personally, on my first day, I brought like things like to snack on because, of course, you have the mall, you have the, cafeteria and whatnot. You can go to any of the food places, but if you want to have a snack while you're sitting in class, some snacks maybe. I'm a note person, so I have to have stickies. I have to have some type of notebook. So bring your notebook. I don't know, whatever you feel like you need, your water bottle, whatever you need, you can bring it. Personally, I just brought my notebook, a pen, a good pen that I like, and you'll get all of that on your first day as well. And that's it. You're good to go as far as that. Any other questions? Nope. Y'all feel good? Y'all excited? How y'all feeling? Let me know what y'all feeling. How y'all feeling?
I'm excited.
Okay, Miss Kia. Period.
I'm excited.
All right, how we feeling? You good?
Yeah.
Oh, I know you taking a client, boo. I'm sorry. I forgot. I'm sorry. Get that money, girl. Get that money. Yes, I'm proud of you.
Oh, I didn't know she was doing hair. I know that's right.
Yeah, she ain't playing. I know she said it, but she was like at 10:30, I got a client. I was like, oh, okay, go hurry it up. But you guys have been amazing. Y'all got any questions, concerns for me? I am here.
I wish the other people would have came in the chat.
Me too, Mr. Kia. Me too. And I'm so sad because literally, Aria tell you, it was deep Tuesday. It was deep. We had to. So this is the second one. I did the second one for all my late bloomers.
So this not the first. Oh, okay. Well, then if they was already here, then okay. I'm late.
Yeah, I just did this one because I didn't want to not give you a orientation or give other people.
Well, I'm late.
Ari was in it. We have Abraham and Janine. They didn't join, but they were supposed to be in it as well. It was just a way of making sure y'all get everything too. Y'all get the person and everything too, no matter if you late or not. I told y'all at 12, and you got your stuff imported. But I wasn't in yesterday, so I had to move it.
Okay.
Yeah, but y'all, no lie, Mr. Key, you got a nice size class. And everybody is super cool and friendly. I can kind of vouch for that too, because she kind of was in the car.
I'm the oldest person in the class, Angel.
No.
I'm not the oldest. I know I'm the oldest.
Mr. Key, how old are you?
38.
No, you're not. You're not the oldest.
Is somebody older than me in the class?
Yeah,
Or in the school?
Miss Venetia is 40 something. She's 40 in her 40s, like late 40s.
Is she in this class?
Yeah, she in your class.
Oh, that's refreshing then. Normally I'm the oldest.
And it's people, I told you, it's people.
Well, normally I'm the oldest though. So I was the oldest in my school.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, well, girl, you in a mixed crowd. Now. You got people who gonna be super. You got people that's straight out of high school. You got people that's in their mid range, like myself, and you got people that's. I got some grandmas in here. At night school, I got grandmothers, like full blown grandmothers. Ones that I call Miss Mary, and Miss like Nana and stuff like that, like literally. So no worries.
Right,
I keep telling you, girl, your age ain't got nothing to do with it, cause you look like you're 25.
No, I wish.
But if you ladies have any questions or concerns for me, please reach out. Y'all know I will reach back out to you as soon as possible, whether it's via the text, email, whatever the case may be. But y'all, we start school next week. I'm excited to get y'all in here. So I'm ready to see y'all. I will stay. When you come in downstairs in the morning, meet me in the front. So meet me in the waiting room. You'll see me. I'll be there. I'll be like, "What's up, gang? What's up? Happy Tuesday." I'm gonna get y'all right. No worries. Even if the energy's not there, I'm gonna wake y'all up.
Got it.
Yes, ma'am. You ladies have a great day.
You too.
Enjoy your weekend. I'm talking about really enjoy it. Go out, go have some drinks, go do something. Because you're about to start school, you're starting a new journey. Take the time, take relaxation if you need to. Whatever it is that you need to do to get ready for this week coming up, for the new steps and new journey, let's do it. But let's do it with a bang. So if you step in for me, if you do other things for me, you know.
Got it.
I'll see you guys next week. And I will be reaching out Monday too.
Okay. I'll talk to you Monday.
All right, ladies. Have a good one. I'll see you guys. And be safe, please.
All right.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Peace.